Well, we're back. YouTube is somewhat back up and processing and going. Yes. Tweeted about it on Twitter, so they know. So pretty much, we're at the point where this honky hank and a half is gonna be reorganized a little bit, but I still want network. So what I'm gonna do is literally just move this cable and this honk, clonk it into the power strip behind there, and problem solved. So I'm gonna move well, theoretically speaking, it doesn't really matter. I can't just go off of my Wi-Fi and go over to my mobile data, problem solved. But yeah, so saved, create a backup, good, stop, clonk. There we go. And you are stopped, and then stop you, clonk. We Ram be like, wow, I'm free. Nothing is uploading from that machine now, which means we should be good to unhook the router. Which means boom, there we go, router gone. So, of course, I won't have the computers and stuff, or I won't have the network switch working when I do this, but it will be fine for the time being. Fine, as long as we at least have Wi-Fi. And supposedly, as far as, well, those are in there, so that won't really work. But I was about to say, as far as giving network to the actual switch is no problem. Now, most importantly, it's probably a laptop at the moment, to be honest. So I'm gonna shonk back here the laptop, and supposedly I could also shonk my main machine back in there. I mean, I'm going out with this chunk anyway, so I might as well, because I'm gonna clean this thing out. So supposedly I could. Stage K is not even connected at the moment, so that one doesn't matter. This one is connected, but and so basically we and then clonk, workstation, clonk, ow. Clonk. I said temporary solutions. So that's the most important stuff hooked up. Then we got quote unquote the stage K feed, which is not even in use at the moment. But that means that one has network again. Then this last one can come out. This one was just like, yes, I want to come out. That one does not need to be reconnected though. Supposedly I could turn on this one as well now to give me a little bit of better light in here. Supposedly I could turn on that one somehow as well, but yeah. That involves some funky shite, we could say. So basically, this is the power for the screen, which is currently tangled within the fucking screen cable itself. So that can disconnect for the time being. Go around to you and be reconnected. That's the start. Then half of this cable can go up in here. Even though we're about to pull the switch out, that doesn't really matter. That's just the power for you. You have battery power, so I can swap that one around without too big of a deal. Well, I might as well just do that one first before I forget about it. That I tangled my feet up in earlier. Now, this is where the fun begins. I would say these are overkill. Doesn't really matter if the rack is grounded or not. I mean, if it's grounded, that's just better, theoretically speaking. So I'm gonna abandon these fucks, even though they kinda protect the plastic, and just use them as they are. And then this is going to move up because a router is going in between there. Supposedly that's kind of supported by the cable, So this side I'm not really too worried about. As it will kind of just sit down on there and be fine. It's not really any of my concern. Now, preliminary, it's the switch that is grounding out this entire rack at the moment. Supposedly, this one should also be grounding out the rack. But this one is the only one that has shown any signs of grounding out anything. So yeah. Which is one of the reasons why that's one of the reasons why the patch panel is grounded out to the switch itself. As you can see right here. That's one of the reasons why that is grounded out directly, because this is the ground going for the this one. We're just gonna move up a notch now because the router is gonna come in between there. Because hopefully I'll be able to snag together a cheap 1U box. So, let's start by wiping the fucking dust off for this thing. I don't remember if I have to go off with the do I fit better in this one with this one? Yeah, seems so. No, because if I can... I was about to say before I almost yeeted a screw across the room. But it looks like I'm gonna have to come off with the ears. But that I'm gonna need a bigger one for. There is the one we need. You know, this is the thing that's kind of annoying with these. Let's get the other air off, then we'll take out the last ones. Since these so apparently one of those are very, very short. This does not seem very lucky, if you ask me. So that means I have one way too long screw here somewhere, or that one was never here, or it was the other owner that put in a too short screw. What matter do, since this is a used unit. Yeah, they seem to be a part of the PCB, so I don't know how much we'll be able to do about that. To put it bro, can you stop? It's always the number 4. It just does not want to stay in there. But supposedly they should be the same size, but now there might be that there's the underside screw here that has been accidentally exchanged, like underneath here. That is possible. Does not seem to be that one, however, because that one seems appropriately sized. Same with this one, so then I don't know. But that's a thought. Yeah, those are soldered modules, which means they are not interchangeable with 10 gig NICs. Which means we're kind of stuck on that front, but what can you do? System annunciator is the one thing which I would gladly want to have a look at. Because if I can tape over that one annoying ass fan LED that keeps blinking at me because it's not detecting the proper slunk across the fans, that would be very, very great, because I'm tired of having that thing going blinking at me just like, oh, your fan is bad. No, my fan is not fucking bad. It's my fucking honky tonks, okay? Thank you very much. It's my extension cables, which are so... Well, yes, because they are... Yeah, because these are still standard, but these extension cables are switched around to be correct for this specific switch, because, you know, not to get proprietary shit. Now, this D4 yeah. If you're gonna do any CLI configuring of this thing, it's Telnet, not any other shonk on the shank. Let's put it that way. Now, I was trying to get these bloody fan connectors to stay nicely down in here. Just because why not? Might as well just make it look neat. It kind of works, but it's also kind of Yankee. I mean, the only thing these fuckers are actually fucking cooling is the power supply. Now, I might be swapping these fuckers out with some 20 mils and see if the extra draw of those 20 mils, or well, that won't matter now because I've kinda already covered that LED, but yeah, no. Anywho, I want to have a pair of quote-unquote more proper fans, I suppose. And I mean, if I have a splitter cable which can split a PV or DC, I believe these are a DC, I believe. Yeah, these are a DC, these are not a PVM. DC splitter 2.2, then I can, but these are, supposedly these are PVM too, but, or my brain for some reason want to believe they're PVM, but PVM is a 4-pin, DC is a 3-pin. At least I haven't, unless it's just my brain being, or unless it's just my head being too tired to realize it because it's literally honky tonk in the morning. I literally just quote unquote woke up from a nap. So supposedly that could also be a part of the problem, quote unquote. But yes, that seems appropriate. Is this supposedly supposed to be a serial port? I don't know. If so, the serial port would be over here, but there's not a serial port here, so I don't know. I also gotta order the LTT screwdriver. This is something I haven't done yet. And I got some talkie box stuff to order. I got a power cable to order, quote unquote. I have so much shite that needs to be ordered / done. You have no idea. So basically that's gonna go up. Switch is gonna go in the same position. Next, you should be on the front one because that's quote unquote lighter than in the back. In forms of weight distribution. And yes, this one is definitely better for screws like this than that one. It does not have small enough bits. So we'll keep this one on the actual rack bit, quote unquote. But there we go. Now I think that's just the power, since it's still firing up. So when that turns green, I don't see any flashing at least. There we go, she's green. Now it's like actual. I mean, the fans are running, so. Connect to my phone. Since we're about to yeet everything here to the next dimension. There we go. Then I'm gonna, since I'm gonna be working on that rack for a while, I'm gonna just keep her plugged in there, just so it has power, even though it's in standby, quote unquote. Because this entire rack is about to, well, let's fire on the back again and shut this one down first. Shut down. There you go. Then disconnect, 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 disconnect. Because we are about to make this the actual plug for that honk. Basically, we're gonna hardwire this end right into there, so that's our main connect and disconnect. Is what we're gonna do. I'll probably move around my stuff. So that way it's on like the correct stuff too in the same matter of time, but made in Germany, yes. So basically, that's this the honk. So basically we need to pull off this side, which I'm gonna need this one for. So that looks like a T15 if I've ever seen one. Yes. Yeah, it's clamshelled from the inside, I believe. We'll get that out, don't you worry. Okay, I'm back. I yeeted the GoPro by accident. Ah. So now, first order of business. Flush cut a cable. Damn, this cable is so thick, I'm gonna need a X-Acto knife to properly cut that. Whatever the fuck. So there is my snipper. There is my proper one. And then I thought my X-Acto knife would be in here, but it's not, which kind of makes sense, I suppose. You wouldn't want that loose down in there, but then the question is, where is my X-Acto knife? There it is. Bro, that ain't even a clip, bro. I need to... That's the thing I'm also gonna do today, and that is buy a new... X-Acto knife. Because this shite is fucking broken. Swear to God. So pretty much you get a cable shoe. Clonk, clonk. Supposedly you would be fine, right? Yeah, you're the same size. Good. So practically this is very loose, to be honest, but I'm going to bind it to the case. So basically we can't be too long on the length, pretty much. So pretty much I can already cut these down to like there. Then we can start on the supposedly I have more appropriate heat shrinks inside of this one. Dong da da di da 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 da. Okay. So normally there's a separator here, but I think I'm just gonna have to drop that separator. I'm gonna have to bend her anyway in order to get her to fit in here sideways, but I suppose that's just stuff you kinda have to take. So yeah, that's good. Then we strip the, or well, we tried to strip them. Nah. Do, 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 do. So there is two ones that are actually normal. There is a flat one, and there we have one. Well, scheisse. That might end up being our problem now. Huh. Oh, that's great. Well, because we don't have any red ones either, so that's, yeah, that's great. Supposedly we have these ones, so I suppose we could, theoretically speaking, use these ones. It's just that they will be long as fuck in the process, but I suppose you do what you gotta do. So supposedly we want these on that side. So then we have the crimp to protect the actual connection. Donk. Then we'll put those on there, and then we'll have a bigger sheet that will protect actually these. And then as far as all the fuck like way back in here, I don't even know. Let me try to like put in, well, this is not even the center one. This is the center one. Where in does this one go? Well, I suppose it would be fine. Kind of. But I think actually safety reasons, I think, or well, just to be sure, as I said, I think it's actually better if you just leave them out. To be honest. Ow. Try not to eat my, well, I'm already bleeding. Would you look at that? I don't even think I even have band-aids left, so that's gonna be fun. Fun and a half. These first and do the other ones last. Well, doesn't really want to melt well, so we gotta throw some PVC on that in order for it to stay properly, but ow. 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 Very hot cable. Very hot cable. So basically that's the one that's gotta go on last. So pretty much we gotta shock stuff back in here pretty much. There we go. So now supposedly I'm gonna take both of them and tape them together and try to shove them back in there. Because that is what's gonna be the current challenge. Because all of this needs to be fed back in here far enough that I can get this quote unquote down on here, which I now managed. Oops. Let me get an overview over every piece of nut I have here. Well, I lost that one. I forgot about that. So there you go. Clonk. Then I'm gonna now try to well, bringing you guys to life here real quick. So you guys are already in the bottom. These are older ones, which we quote unquote don't care about anymore, but of course it helps if you take out the screws first maybe, or just crank this thing a bit through. So there we go. Let's get you in there. Then out. Let's get you out of there. You out of there, that literally broke in the process. There we go. Thank you very much. Then off. On. Literal massacres. There we go. So let's see if we succeeded or if we did not succeed. Clonk. I believe the quote-unquote pack of rack screws or whatnot are in the, since we need 2 more here, quote-unquote. I think I just kinda threw it down in here, or so I thought. Well, there my right earbud went. And bro, where the fuck did I put the packet of rack screws? What the fuck? Bro, I had it here. And I moved it because I was moving the rack, but where did I move it to? Question mark. Here it is. No. So basically, this one is way too far out. Okay, so clonk. Well, basically clonk, then clonk, then clonk, then clonk, then clonk. Then this one comes around and goes above the quote-unquote extension. And then this one comes out of here again. And then this also goes back inside the rack. Plugs in there, none of the fuses are tripped. Then my network for my main computer can pop back in. Clonk. I'm not gonna bother zip tying them because I quote unquote don't really have space. think that is appropriate. So then cable goes honkity tonk, tonkity tonk tonk tonk. Cable go in, we haven't had a pang, a pingy pangy pong, which means supposedly if I turn on the air, we should have power on the air. And supposedly things should fire up. Supposedly then also if I power this one on, that one is on and that one has surge protection, which means I should be able to plug my main machine back into there and you into you. Would you look at that, you're up and running already. And you're logging in, there we go. So now you're up and running. Then all of these plastic chunks can really just go down in here. The same with you and you, because you're an empty box. You can go over to the actual table where you quote unquote belong. Then workstation 666 can plug into workstation honk honk honk. Laptop can temporarily plug into you. There we go, you're feeding internet. That one is soon done. Two, three, still blinking. I'm on. Bro, come on, mate. Bro, this thing using ages on being done. Let me double check my app. Yes, thank you for information.